Chris Sutton has ruled out a Rangers revival. Welcome back to Fog Football. He was speaking on BBC Five Live or whatever you call it. Was it BBC? No, it was BBC 606. 606. BBC 606. So, yeah, here we go. Let's dive into it. He was basically reacting to the season that has been obviously Celtic winning the league on Saturday. It is now Monday morning, so yeah, I'm sure some people had a good weekend. I know I didn't. So let's actually see what Sutton said. And I quote: "Do you know what I think? I genuinely think this. I don't think this Celtic team have got enough credit this season for what they have achieved. Progress in the Champions League. They're on for another treble. Absolutely relentless." He then went on. End of quote. Right. Yeah, they did all right in the Champions League, and they rode right. They rode. What do you call them? And that's not me being disrespectful. Bayern Munich, right? They rode them really close. And there has been progress in the Champions League, but I think proper progress would be getting into like the last 16 quarters, and it's not easy to do, right? Because it's fucking top of the European football, but that's what Celtic have got to do. You know, they've got to aim for that, and for there to be like big progress, that's what you're aiming to do in that field. Because domestically, feels like it's all getting wrapped up again and again and again. Now, Chris Sutton went on to say, "Do you think there will be a challenge from Rangers in the next few seasons? I'm not so sure there will." End of quote. So obviously, right, he's responded, right, to his own question. Now, next few seasons, how long do we think? Honestly, hand on heart, I don't know. Rangers could win the title next season. It's not impossible, right? But Rangers could not win the league for another 5 years. That's also not impossible. Another 10. You know what I mean? Genuinely, man. And it's crazy. The only real positive I have got to say is that with this takeover, from a Rangers perspective, surely things can only get better. The manager's yet to be appointed. We don't know who he is, and as bad as Rangers are on the pitch right now, I have more faith in Rangers going into this summer because it's a complete unknown than last summer. And yeah, I'm not saying that's a win. I'm not saying that's great because trust me, folks, that's far from great. But honestly, I feel like the unknown's better than the known, and that's kind of been Rangers' season. You know, it's like how many players have been playing even in these last couple of games? Dessers, Tav, you name it. You know, we don't want the known. We know what the known can do. They're shite. We want to play the youth. We want to play the players that have been injured and are injury prone. And we want to play Danilo Cortez, the unknowns of this world. That's what we want to happen. And I just, honestly, man, if Rangers rock into the first game like they did this season with pretty much an unchanged 11, right, for the season before, apart from like Connor Barron and maybe someone else that I'm forgetting, I will. The pain will know no bounds, man. So what has got to be done is Rangers, right, have got, and I mean got, to sort out, get a strong window, start early, don't wait, don't drag it out. You know, the Champions League qualifiers are going to be around the corner quickly. I mean, quicker than you can say Rangers are going to win title 56 next season. You know what I mean? Seriously, like there needs to be an address to that. Champions League money is so crucial to the future of this club, and I feel like for honestly, man, I feel like for almost every year that we have nearly got into the Champions League, or every year that we've been capable of getting in, you know, finishing second or finishing first when it wasn't guaranteed, I feel like we've pissed Champions League qualification up the wall. It's almost like an afterthought. Honestly, that's how fucking bad it is. And you know, yeah, that was great when we beat PSV, right? We beat them with 1-0 in Eindhoven. Fantastic, right? That was unreal. Gio, thank you very much, son. But like even in Gerrard's like last season, you know, start of 21-22 campaign, the game against Malmo, that is fucking in Cholak. That has set us back. God knows. You know what I mean? Again, Even if we get in, there's no fucking guarantee they're back, Gerard. At the same time. And honestly, man, so many years there, we could have got guaranteed Champions League football if we just didn't, if we actually put a bit of effort into the start of these campaigns. But you know what? That's not a Rangers thing. That's a Scottish football thing. I don't know what it is with the excuses and the lack of like effort almost that goes into these European qualifiers, but we always drop the ball and then it's always spun into some fucking bullshit along the lines of, oh, but they started their season in March and February. We're not ready. We'll get ready. You know what I mean? What's a fucking pre-season for then if you can't get ready? It actually just fucking it grinds my gears, my friend. It really does grind my gears. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Big Stevie Cool signing out here on Fog Football. I'm sure there'll be more videos throughout the day. Yeah, if you missed the SPFL preview or review show and all that good stuff, make sure you check out. But yeah, I mean, I mean, there's European action on this midweek, yeah, but no Scottish teams, so I don't even know if we're going to bother previewing that. And I mean, leave it down below if you want us to review other teams in Europe. Then go ahead. While our teams are out of it. But you know what? No, I'm looking forward to genuinely Friday night championship, man. I'll be there. I'll be covering that. I might do a watch along of that Falkirk game. Would you like that? Leave it down in the comments. But anyway, till next time. Peace.